This video is sponsored by Cohen Financial. More on them later.
LED lights don't sell a $30 million mansion. Welcome to my channel. This is where I review and critique every single family home that comes on the market in Beverly Hills in about 5 minutes. And in today's episode, we're going to review 613 North Canon Drive, Beverly Hills flat, 600 block, listed for $30 million. Now, you know the drill. In the first 2 minutes, I critique the property on my 10 factors of quality. Then right after that, I'll share with you guys how I would have marketed this property differently. And at the end of the video, I will share with you guys my favorite comp for valuation purposes. How do I know this stuff? My name is Arvin Score. I'm a real estate agent by day based in Beverly Hills, and a critic and an analyst and a real estate enthusiast at nighttime. So let's get the show started. Location, Beverly Hills flat, 600 block. I'm gonna give it a 9. Lot quality, over 31,000 square foot of flat. That's huge. That's like 3 regular lots in the flats, but the dimensions are off 4:1 length to width. I'm still gonna give it a 9. Lot orientation, southwest facing on a pass-through street. It's gonna get a 7. Lot utilization, no approach, but a very good frontage, and one of the biggest backyards you've seen in the flats, but very tight side setbacks. I'm still gonna give it an 8. Privacy, very well hedged in the back, but the front is a little bit too exposed for me. You're too close to your neighbors, so they can probably hear you. I'm gonna give it an 8. Views, it's not a view property. I'm gonna give it a 0. Scale and architectural style, the scale is absolutely fantastic. Huge ceilings, huge volumes. Architecturally, it's palatial and super gaudy. It's just not in today. I have to give it a 5. Layout, you got the wow factor as soon as you walk in. A traditional layout, but with good volumes in each room. There's a little bit of indoor-outdoor flow. I'm gonna give it a 6. Finishes, look, the replacement cost of these finishes is astronomical. Very expensive, but they're very palatial, gaudy style, and it's just not what it's desired today. I have to give it a 3. The X factor, look, perhaps the best basement in the flats. It has a bowling alley. It's good amount of upside. If you redo the finishes, I'm gonna give it a 7. Now, before I give you the Arvin score, a word from our sponsors, Cohen Financial. Do you know why I use Mark Cohen for my own mortgages? No, it's not because he's the most successful. Yes, he's originated $10 billion worth of loan in the last 10 years, which is great. It's unheard of, but good for him. What I care for is the fact that he doesn't bullshit me. Over the first phone conversation when I call him, he tells me immediately the best available rate in the market for the product that I'm looking for. And when he doesn't have it, he makes an introduction to the bank that it does. I respect that. He always delivers on his promises. Here's his phone number. Give him a call. And also don't forget to thank him for supporting your favorite channel. Okay, the Arvin score is a 62, and that's a D-, but pay more attention to the individual scores and think of the Arvin score as how well-rounded the property is. Now you're thinking, Arvin, how would have you marketed this property differently? I would have done 2 things differently. First, I would have staged it with transitional decor, and I will tell you why. Look, architecturally speaking, this is as palatial as a mansion could get, and the furnishings are even more palatial and gaudy than the architectural style, and that doesn't help it. With transitional decor, you smooth out and diffuse these elements and allow the buyers to come in and reimagine this property with lighter finishes that fit more into the 21st century. Secondly, I'm not the biggest fan of photography. Look, I think they've put way too many photos. They've shown too much. You sometimes have to show less. So for people to come inside and see the property in person and see the scale and the great bone that this property has. By showing too much photos, a lot of people would just write it off and won't come see it, because this property, I believe, can sell itself in person. And I'm also not the biggest fan of the first thumbnail photo, and I'll tell you guys why. We're not selling a swimming pool here. It takes 75% of the frame, and I don't think purple LED lights sell $30 million mansions. Turn that light off. Now you're thinking, Arvin, how much is this property really worth? Look, my favorite comp for valuation purposes is 720 North Alta, and I'm going to tell you guys why. They're both very close to busy streets, and second, they have similar amount of square footage. Now, 720 Alta has way better finishes, but 613 Canon has a bigger lot. With the help of an expert, you can start right there and adjust so you don't overpay for this property. Now, it's never a bad idea to contact the listing agents. Give them a call. Here's their information. And if you want my expertise, here's my information. You can reach me at arvin@arvinhedad.com. Now, if you like this house, you will probably also like this property. And I also have to share something with you. The content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Real estate analysis is subjective in nature, and I don't guarantee the accuracy of information. In fact, you should go see the property yourself in person. You should review all the information available online. You should contact the city and form your own independent decisions. Now, tell me in the comments if you agree or disagree with this analysis. And if you like this type of content, hit the bell button so you get notified when a property comes on the market in Beverly Hills, so you can get the full analysis in a 5-minute video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.